Above the rooftops of the city, the gears are silent while steam dances in the mist. In the old library, Clara flips through forgotten stories of iron and steam. In the marketplace, Finn repairs a tiny mechanical marvel. Clara opens a dusty box. Inside lies a golden pocket watch, mysterious and glowing. The clock awakens, gears slowly turn. A blue-golden shimmer emerges. With quick steps, Clara shows Finn the treasure. Her eyes glow with excitement. Before them rises the massive gate of an abandoned factory, a titan of steel and rust. Clara and Finn balance over steaming pipes, while mist envelops their figures. Suddenly, a trap opens. Finn jumps aside at the last moment. In front of them, a control panel full of levers, gears, and broken displays, silent as a grave. Clara places the clock into the circular indentation, and the hall holds its breath. A deep rumble sounds. The first gears begin to turn slowly. A secret passage opens up, illuminated by blue lines of light. The catacombs of gears open, an abyss of iron and steam. A daring leap over spinning wheels, and courage carries them further. Clara slips, hanging over the abyss. Finn grabs her hand at the last moment. Before them rises the forgotten clockwork, a heart of titanium and steel. In the center, a keyhole made for the clock they carry. With trembling fingers, Clara pushes the clockwork into the opening. A flash of light cuts through the darkness. Gears awaken with a roar. Steam shoots from pipes. The factory lives, a chaos of light and sound. The glass roof opens. Sunbeams flood the hall with a golden glow. Clara and Finn look up. Their faces shine with amazement. Above the city, the cloud machines are turning again. Airships glide through the light. The pocket watch closes. A soft ticking, and the world breathes anew. Under the old factory, Clara and Finn discover a secret tunnel. With the glowing pocket watch in hand, Clara leads the way. Deeper in the tunnel, they find rusty tracks and abandoned wagons. Metal creaks under their feet, and the echo of their steps accompanies them. An elevator shaft blocks their path. Gears move uncontrollably. On the wall, Clara discovers an old map. On it, a secret path leading deep into the core of the system. They cross a grate over a dark shaft. A rusty elevator comes to life. Slowly, the platform begins to descend, accompanied by the clinking of chains. The elevator takes them into a huge hall full of gears. Finn discovers strange signs on a wall, etched, old. Clara recognizes a hidden pattern. It leads to a symbol, the core. A narrow maintenance tunnel leads even deeper down. Suddenly, a pipe bursts. Hot steam hisses out. They duck and hold their breath. At the end of the corridor, an old maintenance room opens up. Dust covers everything, but the machines still seem to be connected. If Finn pulls a lever, a deep hum goes through the walls and a light comes on. In the center, a round floor plate slowly opens. Clara descends first. The light from above falls on her as she disappears into the depths. Finn follows her. Below, they meet in a narrow, dark shaft. They follow a corridor lined with small lights. An old terminal blinks. On it, the symbol of a clock, identical to Clara's pocket watch. Clara places the watch on the console. The walls move apart. A mysterious room opens, hidden for decades. A narrow bridge extends. It spans a deep chasm full of shadows and movement. Clara and Finn cross it slowly. Behind them, the gate closes. One last light disappears. The way back is blocked. At the end of the bridge, the view opens up. Far below them, a massive machine core rotates, alive, pulsating, ancient, and they know this was only the beginning. Behind the machine core, Clara and Finn discover another gate. It opens slowly, heavily, mysteriously. They step through, and what they discover is not another workshop, but a vault of glass and damp metal. The ground beneath their feet is slippery, the air dense. A narrow path leads through the thicket. Between pipes and roots, wild greenery grows. As they continue, everything seems almost too quiet. Then a splashing sound. Finn kneels by a root. Clear water drips slowly into a still pool. He touches the wood carefully, almost reverently. Clara stops. She looks at a broad leaf, places her fingertips on it, and for a moment the air seems to stand still. The garden is alive, but not as they know it. Time works differently here.
Slowly they continue. The path narrows. A call.
Birds startle and fly through the light. Then they discover an old staircase, partially overgrown, made of cold metal. Clara goes ahead. Her steps are cautious, yet determined. At the top, the view opens up. A vast dome filled with light. Plants, shadows. In the middle rises a glass tower, silent, closed, overgrown. Among the vines, Finn discovers an old control panel, carefully brushes leaves aside. Clara steps closer, takes out the pocket watch and holds it into a small opening. Slowly, the doors open, vines retract, as if on command. Inside an old projector, a beam of light flickers. A map comes to life, moving, floating, drawn by a long-gone hand. Clara follows the lines with her eyes. Finn recognizes symbols, clues. They see not just a path, but a decision. As the light goes out, they step outside again. The plants seem calmer. The wind now carries different scents. A final path leads over a moss-covered bridge. The ground creaks under their feet. Clara stops. She holds her hand in the air, feeling the wind. Then they climb a small hill together, and there, before them, lies the new section of this world. Half forest, half machine. Not dead, not alive, but full of answers. Clara and Finn climb the hill. Between the trees, rusty gears protrude. A gentle wind carries the creaking of old machinery. They follow a narrow path with overgrown pipes running along its sides. Fern leaves and ivy entwine the metal. Clara discovers a rusty warning sign on a tree. The writing is barely recognizable. Finn kneels by a machine between tree roots. He leans forward to take a closer look at a gear. In front of them stands a dead tree with an embedded metal door. They exchange a brief, questioning glance. Clara pushes the door open. It creaks loudly. Finn shines his flashlight inside. The beam scans the rusty metal walls. They enter a narrow corridor made of wood and metal. Their steps echo softly. At the end, a large hall full of shelves and machines opens up. Dust hangs like a veil in the air. Clara looks at an old blueprint on a table. Finn carefully pulls a dusty wooden box from the shelf. Clara lifts the lid. Inside are metal signs with symbols. In the middle of the hall stands a pedestal with a document. A single spotlight illuminates it. Clara wipes dust from the glass. A drawing comes into view underneath. Finn recognizes a map of the Clockwork universe. An area is marked. At the large table, they spread out more plans. Paper rustles softly. Finn points to a symbol. Clara places her pocket watch next to it. It fits. The lights flicker. A buzzing fills the hall. Shadows flit across the walls. Mechanical arms descend from the ceiling. They move shelves and push tables. Clara and Finn step back in shock. A shelf rushes past them closely. Finn saves a leather-bound folder from falling. He holds it tightly to himself. Clara opens the folder and finds a map with a glowing mark. The light pulses gently. A corridor with cold light opens at the back wall. The machines start moving again. Clara and Finn run inside. What awaits them there could change everything. Clara and Finn enter the new corridor. Cold light accompanies every step. a gigantic chamber opens up before them. In the center rests a massive main gear. Clara slowly approaches the control console. A familiar symbol glows faintly. Finn examines a huge gear that creaks ominously. Suddenly, the hall comes to life. Gears accelerate, indicators blink frantically. Clara places her pocket watch on the console. Golden light flickers. Floating symbols appear on the walls like ancient messages from times past. Finn pulls with full force on a heavy lever. Metal squeals loudly as it moves. A massive gear locks into place. Sparks fly, the ground shakes violently. Clara and Finn cling to a railing. The entire hall vibrates. Valves open. Dense steam flows into the room. The view blurs. It becomes stuffy. Clara struggles with the heavy wheel, almost disappearing in the mist. Finn pulls another lever. Gears interlock again. He braces against it with full force. A silent gear suddenly starts moving. Together they continue working. Every move counts and decides everything. But the indicators are sounding the alarm. Red lights are blinking irregularly. Clara wipes sweat from her forehead. She must not relent. Her eyes are fixed on the wheel. Finn wedges a tool between two gears to stabilize them. A huge piston crashes down. The ground shakes. Dust rains from the ceiling. Clara and Finn look at each other. Both know there is no turning back. Suddenly, the main gear races off. Golden light fills the hall. Clara lifts the pocket watch. The symbol shines brightly and warms her hands. Finn laughs with relief. The indicators switch from red to green. For the first time, the hall seems peaceful. Above them, the glass dome opens. The view of the Clockwork universe is revealed. Clara and Finn stand side by side, amazed. The adventure has changed them.